Hey, I'm Luke. Welcome back to Leicester Down Under. Another win at home. Oh, couldn't ask for more, especially what we were expecting before the season started. This has just been awesome. I'm running off fumes right now. I have been up since 2:45 this morning to watch this game, and I've just, as you can see, I've got my painter's whites on. So just watched the game at 2:45 in the morning, went straight to work, and I'm absolutely shattered now. But just quickly want to get a brief recap out, just get some content out, and yeah, what can I say? Went there and went to the King Power, and pretty obvious that Preston came to park a bus, which we are seeing a lot of teams do against us right now. And yeah, what can I say? Like, eventually we are going to gas people out. If you're going to keep playing us like that, that's fine. But with this high possession-based football that we're playing, and I'll get into, I think it was Rob Tanner that put it at half an hour mark, we had 83% possession, which is absolutely ridiculous. 9 people behind the ball. It's just, eventually it's just going to come. And yeah, I'm sure we are going to concede goals this season, where they hit us on the counter and maybe we look silly. But from the goals we have conceded on that point this season have all been mostly mistakes from us. Like, I've never felt like we've been soundly beaten, and touch wood. But so they came to park a bus, and they basically played really a back 5 or 4, and but everyone was behind the ball, let's be honest. But Mavididi, there was the first thing I want to mention was the ridiculous, and when I mean ridiculous, like 70-yard pass from Mads Hermansen to Mavididi was ludicrous. Like, his ball distribution, I don't think on my brief Australian time watching Leicester, I have not seen a goalkeeper with ball distribution like him or a player similar to him. And I think it was 5 million we signed him for. That is an absolute steal. And I reckon he's going to be probably a 50 million pound player in about 4 to 5 years. So hopefully we can hang on to him as long as we can. But Fatawu looked extremely dangerous that first half. He was absolutely everywhere. So was FaZe, mind you. Really bossed the possession that, and just absolutely brilliant. There was also quite a lot of several diagonal passes that were beautiful and that were on. And we were just continuously chipping away at the defense, making it work, and hit that, like I said, 83% possession at the half an hour mark, which was just stupid. And then at the very end, chance from Holmes nearly cost us, but maybe a Premier League side would have been a bit more punishing in that instance. But other than that, there was maybe one dodgy pass from Connor Cody, and I'm not going to absolutely rinse him for it. He didn't have too much to do, but he was reliable, and he's only just starting to come back. So you can still see him shouting a lot of the little players. Definitely a good candidate for captain. You can clearly see like he's trying to control everyone and calm them down when need be. But definitely just can't believe that I'm now tossing up whether Vestergaard is a better option on terms of on the ball and his distribution, which is also excellent. But moving on to the second half, I thought that pretty much, like, I don't know if you guys noticed this, and put a comment down if you thought so, but like, we're seeing like versatility not only in our bench but how our wingers are operating. Like, several times once Eunice got subbed on, and I'll get into him later, we saw him and Fatawa both swap sides a few times, and I thought they were both excellent. And also in terms of subs, the player management from Enzo Maresca has been absolutely brilliant. Like, seeing, like, I feel like every single time he makes a sub, it is at the right time, and they make a positive impact. If not, make me wonder, would they have been better in the starting 11? But to be this long season and the depth of our bench in the championship, it's absolutely excellent. And also another thing on that, we're not seeing the same starting 11 like we did last season, no matter what. So this is causing, people competing for a spot, keeps everyone on their toes, keeps everyone sharp, and it's I think it's absolutely brilliant. The first goal, I reckon a huge credit goes to James Justin, who I thought had a blinder of a second half. Beautiful long pass, I believe it was onto Ndidi, and then back that came through, and Keenan Dewsbury Hall smashed one in, who I thought had a bit of a shaky first half, but definitely redeemed himself in the second, and I'll get onto him soon too. Second goal. Before the second goal, was a brilliant opportunity from Fatawa to Eunice, and unfortunately he didn't get that. Nearly was a tap in, but unfortunately didn't get there. But Fatawa's, some of his crosses, man, look like he's kicking a drone in the air. Some of that hang on that ball is ridiculous, but uh, another excellent opportunity. Unfortunately, didn't take it, but not long after that, the second goal just looked like a drill. It was so beautiful, the way and how calm that was done, and the confidence, and it just made him look silly. And as you can see per the title, after the first goal, you could just see there was blood in the water. They were gassed. They'd been defending the whole game. The high possession base that we're playing was taking its toll. And then the third goal, just Kelechi and Nacho, man, like that touch and that little dribble he took around that player and that pass upfield. And then if he finished that off, that would have been sexy. But unfortunately he didn't. But because of that opportunity, Keenan Dewsbury Hall gets the brace, and just another complete shutout from Leicester City. So I'm not going to keep this too long. I'm going to get into my scores. And I said last week that my last stream, I was going to do scores from two halves, and I did do that, but I felt like it just didn't do them justice if I were to do each half out of 5, especially for Keenan Dewsbury Hall. But starting off with Mads Hermansen, didn't have to defend him to a whole lot tonight, but his ball distribution was absolutely excellent and reliable as always. So I've gone with an 8 for Mads Hermansen. James Justin, brilliant second half. And decent in the first half as well. A lot of beautiful passes. The back three is starting to suit him more and more. And for JJ, I've given him an 8. And Wout Faes, huge first half. Second half, made that mistake. And that was that could have been a goal, mind you. And I thought that was a soft free kick, but I'm not complaining. But other than that, I still feel he had an okay second half. So I gave him 7.5. And Connor Cody, not a lot to do. Still reliable. Still a great field presence. Whether we see him start or Vestergaard next week, I'm not sure. Would probably expect Vestergaard to come in and manage Cody's minutes. So giving Cody a 7. Ricardo Pereira, some excellent passes. Reliable as always. I've given him a 7. Harvey Winks. Okay. This man is a level above. I still can't believe we've got him. He's been absolutely brilliant. He is, him being 8 every single game just about that he plays. He is, and I'm going to give a shout out to Anil here, who you can catch on Beyond the 90. Please like and subscribe to them, by the way. They're amazing. He said that he is the heartbeat of this team, and he truly is. He is the engine, and like if he is one of the players, like I've said, that like if he's not in the side, then there is a difference. But the engine on this lad has got like 2 sets of lungs. So Harry Winks, another 8. Keenan Dewsbury Hall, sometimes frustrating in the first half. Hold the ball a bit too long, or a dodgy first touch, but still on the break, he's so dangerous. I get so excited when he starts sprinting forward. But second half, you can't argue he was an absolute monster. Keenan Dewsbury Hall, I've given 8.5. And Wilfred Ndidi, I can't believe how much better he keeps getting every week. I'm almost more shocked in his performance week in, week out than I am Vestergaard's, just because complete switch of roles, twinkle toes, getting more and more confident, and just someone get this man signed and the contract extended so we can at least do a Maguire and get something for him if we're going to lose him, because I can't believe we're now worrying about losing him, whereas before this transfer window, we're like, we need to get him going, and I don't think we're going to get a good return because his confidence just completely, and his how he was playing and his form was just night and day compared to at his best. But now it's like a new man. It's like we signed a new player. Indeedy, an 8 from me, and close to a 9, to be honest with you. I might have to come back and change that, but I've said 8 now, so I've got to stick with it. But Fatawu, again, tracking back everywhere, dangerous, crazy crosses. I've got a really good feeling about him. If we sign him, I feel like in a year or two, when he develops more under Enzo, he could be dangerous, man. But I've given him an 8 for today. Mavididi, didn't think it was his best game. He can be frustrating. He had an opportunity to Keenan Dewsbury Hall in that first half where he took his man on, he won, brilliant, passed it to Keenan. He just couldn't get it in. But Mavididi, I've gone for 6.5. Not his best game, but by no means bad. And he also tracked back a decent, I forgot when it was, but it was in the second half, but still decent. And as for Vardy, quiet first half, didn't get too much of the ball, but the second, there was a point when he had his back to goal where he took his men on, got the ball forward. He really is starting to show a bit more versatility to his game under Enzo, but didn't play bad, but didn't see a lot of the ball. But that is Jamie Vardy for you sometimes. But I've given him a 6. Kelechi Iheanacho, I know he wasn't on for the full game, but I've given him an 8 because just because of that goal was just brilliant. And I thought that sort of game where someone's going to park a bus against us suits Kelechi more. And I was actually quite surprised. I thought that, we're going to see him start and then Vardy get subbed on. But Vardy's picking up some form, so credit to him. But I definitely will expect Kelechi now to start the next game against Stoke. Yunus Akgun, he is also getting better every single game. And we're seeing him float left, play on the right. He tracks back. He works well, holds the ball. Again, very composed. I've given him a 7 as well, man. So really, and I'm not going to really go into, I will actually. Cassidy, I don't want to slate him because he hasn't had like a consistent amount of minutes, but he has been subbed on quite a lot. But for the hype that was surrounding him, because we were kind of expecting him to be starting a lot ahead of Ndidi, but no, Ndidi keeps getting better, and Cassidy, other than that late winner he scored, I haven't been too impressed with him yet, but it's still early in the season and he is young. So jury's still out for him for me, but overall team performance, I've given it a 9. Clean sheet, 3-0, brilliant. Couldn't ask for more. Bring on Stoke. Probably gonna, I don't want to say too much to get too ahead of myself, but I'll get around to doing a preview for that hopefully tomorrow. I'm absolutely shattered and I'm probably going to get a quick kip in before Mrs. gets in. So thank you guys. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Help your fellow content creators for Leicester like LTRD TV, Chris and Brad. Brilliant content. Beyond the 90 and Ants Leicester fan channel. These guys have all helped me out heaps. They're super nice and I appreciate it a lot. And yeah. Have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.